Massacre in Virginia, poverty in England. Just when things seemed to be going well for the colonists, Pocahontas's uncle, the sachem Opechancanough, decided to try to get rid of them all. Some historians think that Opechancanough was the Indian prince who had been taken to Spain by Spanish priests, educated, and returned to his people. Whether he was or not, everyone agrees that he was intelligent and crafty, and that he hated the white men who were stealing his land. In 1622, Opechancanough was an old man. Perhaps he thought it was his last chance to save his people. So he planned a great massacre. To massacre means to kill brutally and often in large numbers. Indians knocked on the colonists' doors, pretending to be friendly. And then they murdered and scalped. They might have killed everyone if an Indian boy named Chonko hadn't warned the men and women at Jamestown. Chonko had been treated kindly by the settlers and had become a Christian. The settlements outside Jamestown didn't get warned. Hundreds of English men, women, and children were killed in the Great Massacre of 1622. King James was upset. Oh, what? Not that King James. This King James. All right, let's try that again. King James was upset. There were too many deaths in Virginia. He set up a government investigation, and then he closed down the Virginia Company. The stockholders were wiped out. Their stock was now worthless. King James took Virginia. It became a royal colony. Actually, the king didn't spend much time thinking about the Virginia colony. It was too far away, and he had problems, big problems at home. James believed that God had given him the right to rule. He called it divine right. He thought that divine right meant he could do almost anything he wanted. Parliament didn't agree, and Parliament controlled most of the money in England. Parliament wouldn't give James the cash he wanted. Things got edgy. James was a thoughtful man who might have made a fine professor. While he was on the throne, the Bible was translated into English. That translation is called the King James Bible. It was read in most Protestant churches in America until the 20th century. Many people think it the most beautiful translation ever. But what England needed was a strong political leader, not a professor. One historian said King James was two men, a witty, well-read scholar who wrote, disputed, and harangued, and a nervous, driveling idiot who acted. King Henry IV of France called him the wisest fool in Christendom. James just wasn't the right type to be king. He was in the wrong profession. Let's go into a time capsule and take a look at King James's realm. Things are not going well at all. Farmers who rent land from the rich landowning lords are being thrown off their farms. The landowners want the land because of the new craze for sheep raising. For some reason no one quite understands, the population is growing faster than it has ever done before. Jobs are hard to find. London and the countryside are full of beggars and starving people. Some of them climb on ships and pray for luck and a better life in the new world. Boatloads of people begin crossing the ocean. Many of those who sail are convicts, let out of jail if they will make the voyage. Englishmen write of America as a place to send their poor and troubled. Some of the settlers are orphans. Many are very young. Heat and germs and Indians will kill most of them. Yet they keep coming. Some prosper. By mid-century, there are brick houses at Jamestown, a brick church, a fine state house, and plenty of food. For the European settlers, the American dream has begun. Those who are tough and work hard will find in America a land of opportunity like no land before it.